When summer turns to fall in Pittsburgh, all thoughts turn to Steelers football. For more than 70 years, the Steelers have been part of the Pittsburgh landscape. And in 2003, this proud franchise celebrated the 1,000th game in team history. Over that time, the Steelers have forged one of pro football's most winning traditions, and expectations usually run high in Pittsburgh. 2003 was no different. The Steelers entered the year looking for their third straight division title and more. The 2003 season did start with flashes of promise.
Intercepted by Chad Scott, 25-20. Chad Scott stepped in front of the would-be receiver, and he was gone.
But after a bright beginning, Pittsburgh's season took an unexpected turn. The Steelers suffered through injuries and inconsistency and finished with just 6 wins.
And the Steelers have let it get away.
I cannot believe this game right here. I cannot believe this game right here.
Hey, we got to overcome them. We're all right. We ain't quitting, though, all right? We ain't no quitting.
In a season of disappointment, the Steelers' resolve and character were put to the test.
Right now.
Through the adversity, the Steelers battled on.
Yeah! Keep hitting!
Play like you could expect to succeed. Tell it.
Nothing came easily in 2003. Yet even through the hardest times, the Steelers didn't go down without a fight and hung tough to the very end.
Randall! Give me one, baby!
Randall is dancing. He drove at the 50, 45-40, 35-40.
In a season when the team celebrated its 1,000th game, some Steelers rewrote the record books.
He is in 6th place all by his lonesome.
Yeah, he passes Chip Bryant.
Come from behind, kid. This is what he do. Let's go, Tommy Gunn.
Finally, after much frustration, this Steeler offense has got it in gear. And that is wonderful. And I tell you what, Hines Ward is having another terrific day.
Through a difficult season, the Steelers' spirit was never broken. And when tested, their character was never in doubt. 2003 season opened almost perfectly for the Steelers. In Week 1, Pittsburgh completely dominated the division rival Ravens. The defense shut out Baltimore in the first half. Then the offense blew the game open in the second. Quarterback Tommy Maddox was nearly flawless, throwing for 3 touchdowns, including one to new free agent tight end Jay Riemersma.
Hey, let's go. Let's keep it up, all right? Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going.
Hines Ward caught 2 more scores, and the Steelers rolled to an easy opening day win.
There's a man wide open. Pittsburgh touchdown. And the Steelers are having fun.
Football was fun for the Steelers early in the season.
Stick with a snap. And it's a fake. And we got a pass. And here comes Jeremy Tubman, 25, first down, 20. The Steelers go to the fake field goal. And it works perfectly.
The fake field goal set up Pittsburgh's first score in Week 3.
Maddox under center this time. Maddox fires to the goal line. The pass is caught by Hines Ward, and he fights his way to the end zone.
Big fighter. They always tell you, if you're an offensive player, run into the pile, try to drive it over the goal line, and Dan Kreider, very heads up, comes into the aid of Hines Ward and drives the whole thing into the end zone.
The game marked the first start of the season for number 55 linebacker Joey Porter. Just 2 weeks after he was injured in an off-field incident, Porter had one of 4 Steelers sacks in the victory. With the 2-1 start, the season ahead seemed bright. The following week, the Steelers jumped to a 10-0 lead and statistically dominated Tennessee all day. On just a few plays, however, Pittsburgh's promising season began to unravel.
Dumps the pass. It's intercepted, and he's going to go all the way. Oh, gosh, how things have changed in a matter of just seconds.
The next week, things got even worse.
And he dumps the pass off, and it's intercepted. Look out. He goes all the way for the Cleveland touchdown. And things have gone south.
1 week later in Denver, the Steelers couldn't come up with enough big plays. Though they tied the score late, they lost as time ran out. In all, Pittsburgh dropped 5 straight games and fell into a 2-6 hole. In so many ways, the Steelers didn't look like themselves. Historically one of the NFL's best running teams, the Steelers fell to 31st in the league in rushing. Injuries plagued the offensive line, leaving Tommy Maddox under heavy pressure throughout the season.
Just keep fighting, baby. Keep fighting.
The battered line reshuffled personnel all season. A neck injury limited tackle Marvell Smith's playing time, so number 66 All-Pro guard Alan Faneca switched positions and started 9 games at left tackle. No matter where he played, Faneca was as punishing as ever.
Alan Faneca, he was a 3- or 4-man game.
Despite the switch to tackle, Faneca earned his 3rd straight trip to the Pro Bowl. While Oliver Ross, Todd Fordham, and Kedrick Benson also helped fill spots, number 64 center Jeff Hardings and number 73 guard Kendall Simmons were the only 2 linemen to start every game at the same position. With so many different line combinations, it took a while for Maddox and his blockers to get on the same page.
Good job! Hey! Good job!
Behind the revamped line, Maddox set a Steelers single-season record for completions. 2003 was Maddox's first full season as a starter, but he already has more 300-yard passing games than any quarterback in team history. Maddox and a group of top receivers gave the Steelers the ability to strike quickly and a chance to turn Pittsburgh's season around. Team of great character and tradition. They have one of the richest histories in pro football. On October 26th, they celebrated that history. The Steelers became just the 7th NFL franchise to play their 1,000th game.
This is really a special occasion. It's really been great. It's a milestone. You fans have always meant so much to us.
Several past Steeler greats helped honor the occasion.
They got one-on-one.
Maddox is back. 4-man rush. Dumps it over the middle. The pass caught by Hines Ward. Fights to the goal line. Pittsburgh touchdown. Hines Ward brought into the end zone.
On this special day, one current Steeler made history of his own. Antoine Randall-L's 84-yard score was the longest punt return touchdown ever by a Steeler.
He is going. He is going. He is gone. Antoine Randall-L.
In 2003, Randall L. led the AFC in punt return yardage, and in Week 10, he broke free again.
And it's Antoine Randall L. giving ground. He cuts it upfield. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Antoine Randall L. takes it to the house. His second such return of this football season.
And nice play by Randall L. again.
Over the second half of the season, Randall L. may have been the NFL's most dangerous return man. His score against the Cardinals helped shake the Steelers out of their 5-game slump. Tommy Maddox added 3 touchdown passes as Pittsburgh's offense was clicking again.
Chris Doering in the end zone. His first touchdown as a Pittsburgh Steeler.
The defense recorded 5 sacks, including 3 by Jason Gilden, as he became the team's all-time sack leader.
And Jason Gilden sets the sack record for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, he passes L.C. Greenwood.
The defense's tradition of greatness has been passed down through the years. And in 2003, the defensive leader was once again linebacker Joey Porter.
Let's go! Let's go, Kim. Let's go! 3-2, strong fires already.
Porter has never been at a loss for words around opponents.
Hey, pick your head up. You might be able to block somebody. You wish you could block me. He couldn't block me if he wanted to.
Once again, Porter backed up his bravado. Alongside Porter, number 97, Kendrell Bell, has emerged into one of the top inside linebackers in football. Bell has been joined by number 51, James Ferrier, who in 2003 led the Steelers in tackles. Number 67, defensive end Kimo von Oelhoffen, had his best season as a pro and led the team with a career-high 8 sacks. He was joined up front by Aaron Smith and number 98 nose tackle Casey Hampton. In his 3rd season, Hampton emerged as a premier run stuffer and earned his first trip to the Pro Bowl. In Week 12, Hampton and the rest of the defense came up huge in Cleveland.
We're talking about this uptown. It's a mega statement. They can mess drop, hit these guys in the mouth. Play hard, play fast, baby. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
Against the Browns, the defense forced 5 turnovers and pressured Cleveland's Kelly Holcomb all day. The defense's true test of character came in the 3rd quarter. With the Steelers clinging to a slim lead, the defense needed to mount a critical goal line stand, including 3 stops from the 1-yard line.
Bell came up and he smacked Jackson in the mush. And I mean, he smacked him in the mush.
On 3rd down, Kendrell Bell stopped the run again, leaving Cleveland with one more chance.
16th play of the drive. Holcomb steps in. 4th and goal at the Pittsburgh 1. Pinching motion from the left by Morgan. And they hand him the ball. They go to the reverse. Here comes Roskett down to the goal line. He's short. He's short of the goal line. He is down before the goal line. The Steeler defense has held. What a great stand by this Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
The defense had secured the victory. The Steelers were now 4-7, but just 2 games out of first place, and they still have their sights set on a potential playoff run.
Motorola presents greatest moments in Pittsburgh Steelers history. Super Bowl 13 featured the first rematch in Super Bowl history. The Steelers and Cowboys clashed for the 2nd time in 4 years. And like the first time, Pittsburgh prevailed. Terry Bradshaw carried the day, throwing 4 touchdown passes en route to his first Super Bowl MVP.
Bradshaw is back, and he's going to Swan, and Swan makes his circus catch in the end zone.
As Pittsburgh claimed its 3rd Lombardi trophy.
Makes to make plays today, baby. That's what you do.
In a season that put their character to the test, no Steeler stood tougher than Hines Ward. is a devastating blocker and an unselfish performer who may be football's most complete receiver. In 2003, he once again didn't shy away from the dirty work, putting his body on the line as a blocker and receiver. His sure hands hauled in a team-high 95 catches and 10 touchdowns, and he was named to his 3rd straight Pro Bowl.
Back is Maddox at the 22. He throws it for the end zone on a double move, and there's a touchdown to Hines Ward.
Ward's love for the game was infectious, and his enthusiasm spilled over into the stands. His strength of character was never more evident than in Week 13 against the Bengals. With the Steelers down by 4 in the closing minutes, Ward caught 5 passes on the team's final drive, despite playing with cracked ribs and a bad ankle.
This could be the Steelers' season right here, fellas.
Maddox back, throws for the goal line, touchdown, Pittsburgh, running a post pattern is Hines Ward, and the Steelers are on top with 1:05 to go.
Ward finished with a career-high 13 catches. The Steelers, however, still needed to make one more stop.
19 seconds to go. Cincinnati down 3. Pops once, fires for the end zone, and it's caught in the end zone for the Cincinnati touchdown.
The heartbreaking defeat left the Steelers at 4-8. The sun had set on any realistic playoff hopes. Despite the disappointment, the Steelers forged ahead, and some new faces emerged to play their best football late in the year. As rookie safety Troy Polamalu, number 43, became more acclimated to the NFL, he began to flash his big play potential.
Troy Polamalu chased him back. He closed the distance on him like a greyhound, tackled him and stripped the football.
Number 26, Deshae Townsend, took over as a starting quarterback the last 8 games, and he had a dramatic impact on a struggling secondary.
Deshae Townsend took it away from Todd Heap.
I'm telling you that Deshae Townsend continues to be phenomenal. Is that too strong? But they say a quarterback's out on an island, and he's out on an island, but he goes up and he pulls down a coconut every time.
Breeze gets the snap, dances, fires it underneath. No interception on the run. Here comes Townsend. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deshae Townsend. And Deshae said, my second pick is going to the house.
While Townsend made the most of his opportunity, an accomplished veteran also had an inspired late-season run. After beginning the year as a backup, Jerome Bettis started the final 10 games of the season and gave new life to the ground attack. Bettis ran with a renewed purpose and then made a run at history. In each of the last 4 weeks of the season, he climbed another notch higher on football's all-time rushing list.
Jerome Bettis is now number 9 all-time NFL rusher.
And the bus has passed Franco Harris into 8th place.
And Jerome Bettis is now in 7th place on the NFL's all-time rushing list. He passes Marcus Allen.
To the great Jim Brown. Here I come, baby.
By season's end, Bettis had passed the legendary Jim Brown. He is now the 6th leading rusher of all time and has solidified his place among the game's all-time greats. Bettis began rewriting the record book in Week 14 against Oakland. The bus rumbled for 106 yards, and the Steelers ran over the Ravens.
He is on the counter to the bus. He goes off left tackle, charges to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. The bus rambles 11 yards.
2 weeks later, in Week 16, Bettis rushed for a season-high 115 yards against the Chargers. Pittsburgh's offense was back in gear, and Tommy Maddox added 3 touchdown passes.
Let's go trade 1. 83 semi. Ready? 1, 20, set,
Maddox in the gun. San Diego shows blitz. Here they come. Maddox lofts it down the field for Plex. He's got it. At the 11, first down. Turns, 5, down to the pylon. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
2 of the scores went to Plexico Burress.
Throws the fade down there, and Plex is wide open for the Pittsburgh touchdown.
Good job, all. Good job.
The Steelers went into their season finale with seemingly nothing at stake. But they brought a playoff intensity into Baltimore.
You playing smart, you playing fast, and you playing physical.
The two division rivals put on a primetime defensive show. Many viewers tuned in to follow Jamal Lewis's pursuit of the all-time single-season rushing record. Lewis had a fast start, but after the third quarter, the Steelers limited him to just 5 yards on 8 carries. The record wouldn't fall this night against this defense. With Pittsburgh trailing 7-0 in the third quarter, Bill Cowher made one of the boldest calls of the season. The Steelers faced 4th and 1 at their own 19-yard line. What followed was one of the wildest plays in team history.
Hunting from their 19. Schneck with a snap. It's a good one. It's a pass. Here comes Chris Hope. 20, first down, 25-30. 35-40. Can they get the punter? Back to the middle of the field. Chris Hope to the 40. He's to the 35. He's right at the 25. He's still on his feet at the 20. He's going to go all the way for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Chris Hope goes 81 yards on a big punt reception. And he weaved his way through a stunt to Baltimore coverage unit.
The Steelers had given the Ravens all they could handle. However, when the game went to overtime, this season of hard luck and hard lessons ended with one more difficult defeat.
The Pittsburgh Steelers came in and gave the Ravens a battle, but lost it in overtime. The Pittsburgh Steelers bow on a tough one here to end it.
The final loss was symbolic of the season. Disappointing, but hard fought to the very end. Despite the struggles of 2003, the Steelers remain one of the NFL's proudest franchises. And history says when this team faces adversity, it doesn't stay down for long. 2003 was a difficult test for this talented team, but one that could strengthen its resolve in 2004. The Steelers maintained an undying will, an unshakable spirit.